Hey, haven't done a plant video in a while, so I'm gonna do one. The dogs killed a whole lot of the plants, and so I'm gonna try and not focus on that. I'll just say it this one time and won't mention it again, because I'd rather it be a positive video. So here's some kind of succulent thing. They grew a pretty flower recently, and it's been in a solo cut for a while. I think it was a clone. Sugar, no barking. Come here. This is Sugar. She's a bad dog. Sugar, sit. Sit. Sit down. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. No barking. No. This little succulent is really cool. It shot out this deal. It was reaching for the sun, and it broke here, but it's got like a little seed pod or two on it. Pretty cool. This guy is getting kind of wild. It's got flowers on it. Another little succulent. This is an old plant. It used to have soil up to here, I think. All that soil's been converted into plant or washed out through the drainage. Here's some clones. They're good. My witch's fire. The flowers are gone on it, but it's still doing good. Here's my it's a piece of the Turk's cap that broke off a long time ago and it's stuck in the dirt, and it actually grew. Tried it several times before without it working, but this one worked. Some other plants, a few basil things. This one's funny. It's just the bolting flower part of the basil plant. It's got no leaves, so it's doomed. And then this was a basil here, and it's a goner too, because it had only 2 leaves and then nowhere to grow new leaves from. This is rosemary. Oh, I'm sorry, lavender. It's got a few little flowers on the tip. I thought lavender grew like big flowers, so maybe that's because it's a small plant. I've been getting a lot of rain recently, so I get all kinds of cool mushrooms. Now this one I'm sure is dying or dead, because it's the kind. I'm gonna pull it up. Ooh. Well, it was still pretty resilient. This kind usually can't survive the sunlight very long, so that's kind of why I pulled it up, because it's gonna die either way. But you know, that's a real traditional mushroom right there. Very cool. It's a soft type. Now the other kinds we have are like bracket fungus. I'll take you over to them right now. So I got some like this. It looks real gross and warty on this dead stump. So the kinds that grow out of dead wood are hard. I broke off this piece of wood right here earlier. See? There is an earthworm in there. I think I saw him go in there. Earthworm. Incubus escaped, so I had to pause and lock her up, or else she would bark a whole bunch. Let's see, there's worms have been crawling in here, eating away at the wood, turning it into worm casting. There's also ants, but they haven't stung or bit me. Little cavities in there. It's cool. Oh, and this fungus here is hairy. It's got this warty, we got this hairy, we got a shroom. We had some other ones that they only live for a few hours after the rainfall, and then they burn up in the sun. That's part of a pineapple I ate today. Tore all the leaves off of it because the center was rotted. That's a mosquito I just killed. It was on my hand, sucking my blood. Hibiscus are doing good. Here's my baby mountain laurel. Just started from a seed in my compost pile. And this is like my original plant. I've been taking care of it forever. Let's drain this water out here. It's an old little plant. And here's my Texas mallow, the main one. It's in a bucket. And it once died in a freeze. I had to cut it all the way down to the stump, which is, you can't see right now, it's underneath some compost, but so this one's really interesting. Usually we pull these up and don't let them go very far, but look at this. It is big, like a basketball diameter. It's got like a second tier of mushrooms starting here and over here. Pretty cool. And here's a dead one. It looks like someone pulled it up. Ah, these mosquitoes are biting my face. I staked the tree back. It likes to grow towards the sun, so that's sideways. It grows out like that. We're trying to pull it back in a straight line. We had some digging occur here. I took a piece that was broken off from right there. I took a piece and stuck it in some good dirt. Here's the pond. We don't keep it. So every time it fills with rain, I stick the hose in here, turn the hose on to get a flow of water, turn the hose off, and then detach it from over there at the spout. And that's downhill down there, so it'll drain. That's how we drain it, because we don't want to breed mosquitoes in there. I'll do that after the video. Look, this dude. What's going on here? So, base is over there. Looks like one piece got flattened down. One piece of this guy got flattened down and went over here. I don't even remember putting grass at this spot. Anyways, that might turn into a second plant now. That's a good way of cloning something that's hardwood like this. Is if you put soil on a part of the wood, it'll start shooting out roots while it still is connected to the main plant, so it doesn't suffer any sort of stress transplant. These roots coming out, it's kind of a similar deal. The stems are laying across dirt so they can shoot roots out into it. You know, it can feel that dirt there. So, but those are cherry tomato. There's cherry tomato. That's a red oak. That's some kind of vine. That's a basil. So he's getting eaten up pretty bad, but hey. If one plant gets eaten and the others don't, then that one plant was like a sacrificial. Look how big this guy's getting, really cool. Nice, big, some type of oak tree. This here happened when I had that cactus a little closer, and it was storming a lot, and the wind would blow it against the cactus needles and it would just keep digging into it and scratching it. This looks new. Look, it's growing from here and from down here. Two different spots. Here's the cherry tomato. So you get an idea how tall this is. I'm standing up straight next to it. I'm 6 foot, so it's probably 4.5 feet tall. There's a spider in there. I like the spiders to keep them in there. They'll fight bad bugs. Here are the tomatoes. There's 4 here and 4 here. Plenty of flowers. So these, it's dropping their flowers. It's not making fruit, but that's because it's been raining. There's no plants, no insects pollinating. There's some nasty cactus. I don't know what this is. It's cool. Everything's wet. And you can hear the birds because it just rained. These crazies are mowing their lawns. The lawn's all wet. They're still mowing it. So that this is like the low point of the yard right there. Still got standing water. There's flooding around this area too. Oh, cool. These heart-shaped leaves are probably morning glory. Coming from, and trace that back, right there. It used to be morning glory in this pot. Look at that big leaf. God, that's avocado. Crazy big leaves. Let's see. These are some cool cactus. We got others like that my dad's friend gave him as a present. He gave him a lot, really big, cool, exotic, rare cactus. A lot of flowers. So these purple dudes. Oh, the radish. I checked the roots. There are no radishes on the roots. So they just kind of bolted to seed and did nothing. But that's okay. I compost all that. Or keep the seeds or whatever. It doesn't matter. Oh no. This guy will eat plants. Silkworm. Also, he's stuck to my hand now. Oh, here's some mushrooms. See, these ones were out of the sun, so they survived. For now. Bunch of little mushrooms. This thing's doing good. That's the wood experiment. Turning wood into good soil. Definitely works. A little slower than you'd think. It definitely works. I bet on a larger scale it would happen faster. I'm gonna cut real quick to give the battery a rest. It heats up, it starts getting inefficient. So here's this thing. It's cool. I want to call it Schiffelera, I don't know. Like there's some English ivy in with it. And these guys in the bags. These plants just love to grow. Here's that piece of rainbow bamboo that broke off. I'll put it in here. So, I don't know if there's clone or whatever, but Mexican petunia. Barricade I set up. Tomato plant in there. You can see one tomato on it. It got knocked over, so I don't know if it'll recover or not. It doesn't look too bad, so maybe it will. Most of the other stuff knocked over, stepped on. Items of interest. This pepper plant here. That was a banana pepper plant, and this one's a black purple or black, I forget. Bell pepper. Here's the compost pile. It's a lot lower now. The rain goes on it and it helps it break down real. So this is half the height it was a week ago or something. This is not a dog turd. This is for my cloning thing. It's a starter plug. Oh, these are from my original basil plants. I dug them, I pulled them out of that one bucket that I put the rainbow bamboo in. I got interesting roots. Looks cool with the shade and the sun. The birds are nice. Now if we could just have a little less mowing and traffic, it'd be very peaceful. Jasmine? Remains from the Christmas tree. I like this stuff. I like it a lot. It smells good. It's great. Super happy I didn't throw that away. Or didn't let other people throw it away. This one's cool. Oh dang. Earlier I was messing with this, looking at this with my phone. There were roly-polies all over the roots, eating them. Way up here, like up on this and here. They're eating it. Oh, here's a few. Looks like they're mating though. Where are they? Yeah, right there. And there's a few there. So, anyways, the sun hit them and they started going down into it. But while it's raining or dark, here's a few eating right now. They come out and they start eating on it. A bunch of baby roly-polies right there, and they're breeding in this. And I think, I haven't been able to confirm it, but I think that these weeds that we pulled out, they're nitrogen fixers. So they've got these nodules in the roots, see that? Old, kind of. All of them have that. I think they're nitrogen fixers. But I haven't been able to prove it. Look at that big bulb. Here's some wood I'm going to do something with that I got for free. This vine's doing good. I mean, everything's doing good in the rain. Here's my sugar cane. I like this plant a lot. It's really cool. It's the type of grass where you can rub it this way, but if you try going the other way, it's like needles. It gets caught. It's really hard. Oh, look, mushrooms growing, and you see those little mushrooms growing up the tree. And like up here, where there's sun, there's moss growing on the tree. See that green? Moss. Way up high. It's pretty cool. Hackberries coming back, that's good. I like this a lot. I never wanted it chopped down in the first place. Mexican petunias. Mexican petunias. Hackberry. This is the same as what I got over there in the corner. The thing that I pruned to be like a tree. That's cool. Ooh, this looks like a grapevine. Look at that. See that? Square, or the more boxy kind of maple shaped vine leaves. I think that's a grapevine. And now, is it coming from over here? No. It's coming from on the other side of the fence, which means it's deep within this very, very tall red-tipped petunia bush. So, that's cool. I'd like to see if this produces grapes or anything. Looks like it may have tried to produce something there. I have to keep an eye on this. Here too, look. That's something like the remains of flowers. I have to watch that. That's really cool. It grabbed onto the top of this dude here. See? That's a nice surprise. I think when I have my own place, I'll buy a lot of blackberry, blueberry, and grape vines. Next one, petunia. I always forget the name of this one. It's pretty cool and exotic, but it doesn't survive well here. And then this is all weeds except for the strawberry plant, which is growing, but no longer producing strawberries. And that's fine because the squirrels found it. I'd rather it grow than try to produce fruit for the squirrels. Big ol' lettuce. All this lettuce is from seed. Looks like it's got flowered things on it. Produce more seed, but I've got so much seeds that I don't need anymore. I don't need to collect it. Pallet barrier. Got these pots for free when I asked the manager at CVS. He said, "Oh, you can have these too. They're good wood, real good wood. I'll tear them down and turn them into something later." Once I no longer need the barrier. Here's the apple trees. These ones are doing good. Over here, there's only one remaining. That one there, and this one's dying. It got pulled out of the ground. But, oh look, there's a hackberry growing in here too. See that? Those toothed leaves. That's cool. Yeah, got a couple apple trees. It's another thing I'll buy a lot of when I have my own place, like right off the bat. Fruit trees are pretty expensive, but they give you a good jump start on actually getting the fruit. You know, it'd take a year or two, maybe more, but it helps. Also, these will produce awful apples. They're better used as a rootstock, but I don't mind. I'm gonna let them grow awful apples and live naturally. And I'll feed those gross apples to worms or other critters so they don't eat my other plants. They'll eat the apples instead. Yeah, that's it. I think I covered all the plants. Just kinda roaming around, looking at stuff. Oh, no, I know one I missed. Right over here. Oh, I know two I missed. Right over here. Mimosa. Not the mimosas. See how they're pulling in their leaves? They're closing. It's because the sun's hitting them hard. Take them into the shade. More mimosas. These are Texas mallow that I grew from seed, from my other Texas mallow. This one here is a Naga Jalokia. It's got flowers on it now. That's jalapeno with flowers. This is a variety peppers. They grow in different colors. They're mild. It might be technically a cayenne, I forget. That's a peace lily. 2 peace lilies. So I got mimosas in there. I'll have to transplant those into pots or cups or something eventually. Okay, yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.